Welcome back. We have a web exclusive for you from our friends at Capable Partners with, here's Mark and Craig.
Yeah, this is going to be great. We're doing a web exclusive with Craig Simpson of Capable Partners, and it's going to it's on our Disability Channel Minnesota YouTube channel. And why don't you just briefly go over who you are, and then we'll start looking at the photos.
Sure. My name's Craig Simpson. I've been with Capable Partners about 24 years. I was treasurer for about 10, and now I am just a board member.
Just a board member.
Just a board member. But Capable Partners offers hunting and fishing and other outdoor activities for the physically challenged.
Right, with volunteers who help with the events.
Yep, we couldn't do it without our helpers, and our membership is about 50% disabled, and the rest are helpers. Yeah.
And if someone is curious whether or not they could do, if they have the physical capability to do it, we would prefer them to contact you first, because they may think they can't, but you do have people with very limited physical ability.
Yep. Me even being a quadriplegic, we've got adaptive equipment that that you make yourself, but we can help you with it. And then, and then we evaluate you. But you'd want to go to cablepartners.org and go to the email and email your concerns, and we'll put you in touch with somebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't we've got quite a few photos, and why don't we go to the photos, and you can discuss the different events that have taken place with these photos of that.
Sure. So yeah, this has been over the years, and a lot of these have been in our newsletter. I do the newsletter we put out once a year, and the newsletter actually this year was 80 pages, so it was pretty intense. But here in this photo here is an ATV ride that I actually started, and I think we're getting close to our 20th year.
Okay. And with the ATV, some of the owners have their own hand controls on their ATV, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
This is another ATV ride, a group photo. That's after the ride, and then used to be a nonprofit organization called Bless that used to do the lunch for us and provide machines. But
where does this happen? The ATV ride? Does it happen at the same location every year? And where is that? You might have already mentioned it.
It's Isle, Minnesota, but it has moved to one of our members' property that's closer to the trail.
Okay.
Yep. It used to be at the resort there, but it's not there anymore. So That's this photo. Okay, this is leaving for one of our Mille Lacs launches out of Nettie's Hunters Point. And we do 4 of them a year.
Mille Lacs trips.
Correct, if we don't have the COVID-19.
Yeah.
This is this is a drawing that we have at our banquet. It's Lake Michigan. It's 2 days.
Lake Michigan, you say, right?
Yep, for salmon. Most of them are coho and lake trout. And we've been, that's a drawing, and everything's paid for except for you have to get yourself there.
Oh, cool. So it's typically then a Capable Partner member, and then they bring someone with them, I would assume?
Yep, it's a drawing for the, physically challenged ambulatory, and then 1 wheelchair, and then two able-bodied helpers.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, now
So,
the next.
Yep. And that was actually from last year, and that's actually the front cover of our newsletter this year.
Okay.
This is down in Lanesboro, Minnesota, and the DNR stocked this pond, and we get to fish on Friday. I think Wednesday a nursing home fishes it, and then Thursday the veterans get, and then Friday we get to fish it. So this is Capable Partners at Lanesboro.
Do you know, with this photo here, what is that structure you guys sitting on? Is it specifically built for that, or is it just something that works out.
Yep, and that's actually an old photo. They have built a really nice aluminum one now.
Oh,
As
they-
you can see, that looks a little rickety.
Right, it looks like it's seen
Yep,
better days.
yep. No,
Kind
that-
of leaning a little bit,
Yeah,
so.
that's probably from about 5 years ago. They have, we might run across a newer photo, but yeah, I like that one because it shows the group and, yeah. This is one of our waterfall hunts on the Mississippi on the Anoka side.
Okay,
You can see we got two gentlemen in wheelchairs and then 2 helpers. And looks like a very successful day.
yeah, and there's some dogs in there. Do some of the hunters have their own hunting dogs? on?
Yep, yep,
Oh, cool.
yep. I wonder who that is.
Wow, gosh almighty, yep, that's from, I went and did the Mille Lacs trip. Probably me and my son did that almost about 4 or 5 years ago. And he really enjoyed it because it's my first time getting out on Mille Lacs. I mean,
Yep.
there's nothing like Mille Lacs, of course, so.
Yeah, that's one of our real popular
Yeah.
outings. This is a waterfall photo, very successful day down at the River Valley. That might have been Blue Lake. There's a couple of different lakes, Rice and Blue. We weren't able to get on Rice the last couple of years because of the construction on 212.
Okay.
But that should be open to us this year. And we've got a couple of permanent blinds, and we're getting into these, some of the guys with more function, they're getting in these lay-down boats, and they're just sitting in them. And we've been really successful with that. And we actually got a pontoon now that we're gonna try to.
Oh, that's right.
Try to adapt. It's not the fishing one, we got a real small one now that one of our members is donating. And we're gonna try to get a couple of wheelchairs out there at a time and camouflage it.
So
in.
you've got blinds for the hunters to get into
Yep,
and that?
yep,
so.
and some guys bring heaters and,
Yeah.
you know, we always make sure, number one thing is safety, and we don't want anybody getting their lower extremities, you know, cold, because a lot of us can't feel.
Right, and with the hunting side of it, you do have a process to go through to make sure that the hunter is,
Yep.
why don't you just talk about that just real quick?
Well, for the deer hunts, everybody has to do a proficiency test.
Proficiency test, okay?
Yep, with the weapon that they're gonna use. Like me, I use a rifle up in Cambridge and a shotgun for.
And then you've got your adaptive
Yep.
equipment too.
Yep, and then I use a crossbow. So all 3 of them weapons, I have to shoot them and be accurate and handle them safely.
Show 'em that you can
Yep,
proficient
otherwise we
with it.
can't. And then on the waterfall hunts, the coordinators keep an eye on, you know, everybody, making sure that there's nobody that's not handling a weapon safely.
And I think we had talked a little bit previously about you can help an individual design their own equipment to help mount
Yep.
the guns, so that's another
Yep.
advantage of getting involved
Yep,
in the program.
Yep. Everybody there in the front row, them gentlemen are paras, but like me, I'm a quadriplegic, so I have a boom system that mounts to my power chair, and the gun is weightless out in front, and I have a cable from the trigger, and it goes to a little mechanical aluminum mouthpiece that I bite down on to
Okay.
pull the trigger.
Great, okay.
Yep. So if you don't think you can get out and do it, you know, at least contact us.
Yeah, that's the key thing. Don't
Don't-
doubt your abilities.
Yeah, for sure.
Contact capable partners to and let them
Yep.
say the final
Yep.
words.
Because I'll tell you, I would have never thought I'd been able to do what I've
And
done.
that's what I was just going to
Yes.
ask you, because I'm sure you were in that position.
Yep,
I'm not going to be able to hunt or fish or whatever it may be. So
yep,
don't doubt yourself.
no,
Get hold of capable partners.
Yep.
So
Like last year, I got out 3 times, and I couldn't believe I shot 2 really nice birds that I actually mounted, a goldeneye and a hooded merganser. So,
Oh.
yeah, yep, so, you know, don't think you can't get out there.
Yeah.
Contact us first, and the easiest thing to do is the fishing. You know, that
Right.
doesn't cost you anything, and equipment is minor, and
yeah.
yep, so, okay, we'll move on here. This is a young gentleman, that's our LeBlancs. They released some turkeys, and then we're in this 20-acre area, and that was the first turkey he's ever harvested. I think he's been with Cable Partners at least 10 years. In this year, he wrote a story in the newsletter about harvesting his first turkey.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And we were, Charlie, we were talking earlier, this gentleman, his father is his helper.
Very nice.
Yep, this is our duck shoot that we do at Marsh Lake, and it's really a fun shoot. So, and we have a really good turnout, and you're able to bring your dogs there too, and as long as they behave.
Okay.
And if you can see, we got this gentleman here, he's got a track chair. So he shoots off of that.
And the track chair is actually, I don't know if you can make it out from the picture or not, but it actually has tracks,
Yep.
has wheels, so it can get you out,
Yep.
out into the field, out into the roughage, and things of that matter.
Yeah, Action Tracks, I think they're actually
Oh, I
made
think-
in Marshall.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought they were down in southwest
Yeah,
Minnesota.
and,
Marshall, Minnesota.
I know Cable Partners had one donated, and Keith up in St. Cloud, he serviced it. So if you're looking into one of them, contact Keith
Okay.
up in St. Cloud. Yeah. This is one of our pheasant shoots. I think this is, we used to do Caribou. This was our pheasant shoot at Caribou.
Okay.
So,
Oh, and that's down by Le Sueur,
yes.
because that's where me and my son go to do trap shooting.
Yeah, this is another pheasant shoot. This is up at LeBlanc's in Little Falls, and that's also where we do the turkey shoot. This is our first fish house, Ice Castle, and I spoke earlier. It's 26 feet and it's got bunks in it, heater and everything, and then we also use it for summer camping. We put it somewhere on a campsite for our members to use.
Yeah, and that's when I looked at it when I was out western Minnesota.
Out at Lacaparo, yeah.
Yeah, Lacaparo.
And this is actually a tournament that it was to Ice Castle, because Ice Castle gave us a discount. So we bring it out there every year, and we got some members out. It was such a nice day that they fished outside. They didn't need to be inside.
Oh, right, exactly, yeah. Because there are holes in the floor in the
Yep.
fish house.
Yep.
So you can fish indoors in that.
Yep, exactly.
That's
And-
where me and Charlie would be if we were there. Right, Charlie?
Precisely. I think I'd worry about falling through the hole.
Right,
Yeah.
you and I, right, yeah.
Yep, and then you can see on it who our sponsors have been, Isani Sportsman and Minnesota SCI, and
Okay.
so, yep. We couldn't do it without our supporters. And then this year, this is in our new small fish house. It doesn't have any bunks or anything in it, and I believe that was on Buffalo. So it looks like they got some crappies. And that's the one that you just seen. This is the outside of it.
Okay.
Can't lose it in the yellow.
Nope. This one's nice. It's got the back drops right down, and you can load right up in the back of it, or it's got a side door. This is our big fundraiser, the
Yep,
banquet.
The banquet.
And right now, we're doing that at Fridley,
Nice.
Minnesota something it is. Banquet hall or something.
Okay.
It used to be the old bowling alley that's been
Oh.
remodeled. It's right off of 65, just north of Moore Lake.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I forget what that, and I think in the upper right-hand corner back there is where you do all the silent.
Yep,
Because the silent auction, that's the other part of the big fundraising.
yep. It's cost a lot to operate all of our events, so
Okay.
that's important. And it's good to see everybody. Yep, catch up with everybody.
Yep.
A lot of time, this is the only thing that people come to.
Yeah.
This is Game Fair. This is our other big fundraiser. And you can see back here the lady in the orange, Violet. She's the coordinator. And then we have the guns that we raffle off. So,
And unfortunately, there's no game fair.
not this year, but I talked earlier about a track chair. This is the one that was donated. I actually used it last fall with my power chair. If I get any more than 4 inches of snow, I can't use it. So my power chair, so I use this in the snow, and it worked great.
Yeah, because a couple years ago, I was up at game for me and my son, and I took that track chair for a stroll.
Did you?
Right, and they came chasing me because I was taking it right to my vehicle, but I had no trailer, so I don't know what I was thinking about.
No. No.
Okay,
But,
next picture we got going here.
yeah, this is actually me with a rifle that I had adapted. I don't know if you can see here, it's got my shooting rest. And then it's actually a 308. I've shot an elk with it. And on the end of it is a suppressor. And it actually cuts the kick, because I have a bad rotator cuff. And it
Okay.
actually cuts the recoil in half. It's amazing. So, and then that's at the banquet I was shooting it at.
Okay,
And this is your favorite game.
right. Got to do a little cornhole whenever this is, once again, at the picnic.
Yep.
Yes. Mark missed the Cornhole Championships this year, but you know, he's going to come back strong next year.
Right, right.
Good. This is, we did it for a few years. I don't know if we'll be able to do it this year, but this is, we went to a group together and we went to the Saints game.
Oh,
So like I said earlier, we're not all about hunting and fishing. We do other
so,
stuff.
right, yeah, you do socialize. And then being that you've been at that this is the new stadium, correct?
Yes, yeah, very accessible.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, how did you find, you found the new stadium
Yeah, it
pretty
was.
well set up and
Yep, yep. Yeah, we parked on the street, but once you get in, it's
Re-
great.
really
Yep,
nice in that.
Yep, yep.
Okay,
And a lot of different things to wet your whistle.
okay. Well, I wanna thank you, that's the photos that we have.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Craig Simpson of Capable Partners, joining me here for our web extra on Disability Channel Minnesota, and thank you for watching.